Going on? How you guys doing, man? Old Dog Anti-Imperial to Chill here, man. Good to see everybody. Good to see everybody. Old Dog Anti-Imperial to Chill. So I'm a recording artist. You guys know this. Three names: Old Dog, Anti-Imperial, the Chill. Old Dog is kind of like he's a clown. He's like sexually explicit, but he's funny. He likes to have fun. He's kind of like a little thug, a little gangster. That's Old Dog. Anti-Imperial is the center. Old Dog. Anti-Imperial, the Chill. Anti-Imperial is the center because he's more of who I truly am. Anti-Imperial is all about religion, culture, social studies, social sciences, history, politics, government, economics, everything like that. Sweet as candy kisses. What's going on? I see you, beautiful. It's all good. Sociology, physiology, psychology, philosophy. That's Anti-Imperial. And the Chill is my last artist name. And the Chill is all about hope. He's a hopeless romantic. He's all about falling in love, raising a family, and things like that. So that's my name, Old Dog, Anti-Imperial, the Chill. I'm glad you guys are here. We call this Diversity Outspoken. We do this every Sunday night and every Wednesday night. That is United States Eastern Time Zone, and that is 9 o'clock p.m. So every Sunday night, 9 o'clock p.m. United States Eastern Time Zone, and every Wednesday night, 9 o'clock p.m. United States Eastern Time Zone. That's how we do this. We call this Diversity Outspoken because we speak about a diverse range of topics, meaning that we speak about anything and everything, and we are outspoken or straight to the point about those topics. So that's what it's all about, Diversity Outspoken. It's good to see you guys here, man. I hope everybody's doing good. I know that, you guys might be at work with your families, things like that over there in the United States. Over here, it's morning time. It's already Monday morning over here. So it is what it is. But good to see you guys. Good to see you guys. Every day, you guys, don't forget, every day, spam that kid. I see you. Man, y'all better spam that kid, man. Y'all tripping, man. Y'all better spam that kid, man. Spam that kid for sure. Every day I do a daily historical post, you guys. If you guys are ever bored or anything like that, want to see what's going on that particular day, back in history, back years going back, decades going back, hundreds of years going back, centuries, even thousands of years sometimes going back. You guys can look at my either my Instagram or my TikTok every day, and you guys will see those daily historical posts. Leroy Green, what's going on? I see you, the one and only. It's all good. Who is that? Blank disc, what's going on? I see you, it's all good. But definitely every day I do those daily historical posts. Man, I do those every day. I prepare those weeks in advance. You guys know I'm super OCD, super ADHD, so I'm always super organized. So those are prepared weeks in advance. So I post them every single day. On Instagram and on TikTok, you guys can follow me at anti_imperial. It will be just like this, spelled just like this, ANTI-IMPERIAL, just like this, but there'll just be an underscore, that little line at the bottom right there. It's called an underscore. That's how you get in touch with me on Instagram and TikTok. Is anti_imperial_ for Instagram and TikTok. For YouTube, as you see, it's just anti-imperial with no underscore. YouTube is just an anti-imperial with a space in between. Instagram and TikTok, there'll be an underscore. YouTube, there's just a space in between, anti-imperial. You guys want to be subscribed to my YouTube. Why are you not subscribed to my YouTube? If you have me on Instagram, the easiest way to subscribe to my YouTube, you guys, is to go to my Instagram bio page. You guys know we all have an Instagram bio page, our IG bio page. And on that Instagram bio page, we all get that one line for a link. And that link is always my latest video, my latest either music video or whatever it is, lyric video, whatever it is. And that video usually is a YouTube video, so that video will always be a YouTube video. So you can go to that link on my Instagram bio page, click that link, that YouTube video will come up, and when that video comes up, all you have to do is hit subscribe, hit that subscribe button, and you'll be subscribed right there, right? So that's how that goes, man. So let's get right into it, you guys. So tonight we're going to talk about happiness. This is part one. This is going to be kind of like an ongoing thing. So tonight will be part one, or today. I'll have to say today for me, tonight for you guys, right? We'll just use tonight, since most of you guys are in nighttime over there. We'll use tonight. But so tonight, you guys, will be part one. And I'm gonna probably do part 2, 3, 4, and probably keep going on this. Probably like what's going on, Michael Cruz, Flores? I see you. I'll probably be like retouching this probably like once every couple of months, maybe. You know what I'm saying? Once every couple of months, I'll have new material about this because it's such an ongoing topic. It's such a big and broad topic. Happiness, right? So we're going to talk about happiness and ways to be happy and things like that, which is pretty much all the time, right? It's pretty much all the time. But I will be, mapping it out in different parts as the months go on and on and on and on. So tonight we're going to start talking about happiness, you guys. And the first thing I want to talk about is just staying away from negative people. So I went into this, I did a whole, I think it was 3 parts. I did a whole 3-part thing on negative people on here on Instagram Live on Diversity Outspoken. I did a whole thing about negative people. I think it was 3 parts a few months ago. And so I covered negative people, why people are negative and things like that. I covered that in depth. Right now I'm just going to go over basically this is how I'm going to start off the whole happiness conversation. But I'm going to start off just by touching on that very, very quickly. So negativity people, or negative people, you guys, and negativity as a whole. What's going on? What's going on, little Chrissy? I see you. What's going on, little? It's all good. Who's that? Oh, MC 994-704. I see you. And Maya, I see you, Maya. 195-567. I see you too. It's all good. So we're talking about negative people, you guys. Like I said, I've gone through this. Stay away from negative people. It's making me tired talking about it, you guys. It's dragging. Negative people are dragging me down, and they're not even here with me. So just stay away from the negative people. They have that energy, that negative energy, it'll just drag you down. What's going on, Macaroni 64? Rolling in my 6-4. It's all good. But negative people, man, will definitely just drag you down, you guys. Stay away from negative people. That's my first key to happiness. Stay away from negative people. Stay away from negativity. They will drag you down. All right? That's the first one. First and foremost, negativity, negative people. All right? So I have my notes written here, so I'm going to read some of them. So the first thing is stay away from negative people. The second thing, you guys, look, if you have somebody in your life, I wrote here, close to you that likes to always gossip. Okay, keep your interactions with those type of people minimal as possible. All right. Sometimes you guys have people that like to gossip all the time, just gossip all the time about everybody, about everything going on. Right? They're like the CNN. Right? They're like the news. Okay, they're gossiping about everybody all the time. Sometimes you can't get away from those people. Right? They work with you. They're at work. They're in like the cubicle next to you. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. They're really close friends. They're family members. They're really nice people. They could be, besides the gossiping. Like there's other aspects of them that are really good. You know, they've been there for you and things like that. So you can't get rid of those people. But as far as the gossiping is, you guys keep that interaction with them to a minimum. Okay, because people that gossip will feel, because gossiping is usually about the negativity, right? So people don't usually gossip about positivity. They're usually like, oh, did you hear about this? Did you hear about this? Oh, this person did it, and I told them this, and that. So it's always like a negative connotation when it comes to gossip. So when people gossip, you guys, you want to keep that interaction gossiping with them to the minimum, because they will start to cloud your world with their negative gossip. All right, they'll cloud your world with their negative gossip. They will be putting things in your ear by the gossip they're telling you. They'll be putting things in your ear, in your mind, that will start to affect your decision making. You know what I mean? Because their gossip might lead you to hate somebody that you probably shouldn't even hate. You know what I'm saying? Like, because of the way they're gossiping. Like, they might not like somebody, or they might have heard something about somebody, and you know how stories go, right? It might have been something that, Susie did to Jacob, and by the time Jacob spread the story around to 9 different people, and it finally got to your friend, Susie they might have added 8 different things on to what Susie did, and now she's telling you the story about Susie, and now your mind about Susie's all messed up, right? And now you hate Susie. and Susie might not have even done most of the things that they're talking about, because the gossip, the story just added up and grew and grew and grew. So they might affect how you treat Susie. And Susie probably doesn't even deserve to be treated that way. Susie probably loves you, and Susie probably would be a great friend to you, but you've shut Susie off because the gossip that you've been hearing from your friend, always gossiping about different people, has skewed your mind and skewed your thoughts and skewed the way you view Cindy. Right? Or you view Susie, I use Susie. The way you view Susie, okay? So just stay away from gossiping people. Like I said, you have to be around them. If they're your good friends, if they're your co-worker or anything like that, just make sure that, what's going on? How you doing, Muhammad? It's all good. Muhammad 3000, I see you. So if they're anybody like that, you guys got to stay away from them, because they will drag your happiness down with their gossip. Okay, with their negative tones, negative gossip, they will start to cloud your world with their gossip. All right, so just be careful about that. Okay. I also wrote, do not listen to their suggestions. Okay, people that gossip, do not listen to their suggestions, you guys. Okay, because they might have gossip, because you should probably go with your heart, go with your gut feeling, go with your mind. Like I said with the Susie example, don't let them make you hate Susie. Okay, if Susie's always been good to you, if Susie's always been nice to you, go with your heart, go with your gut, go with your mind. All right, I've had that before. I've had that where there's been people that, excuse me, tired. I'm always working, people. Y'all know I'm crazy. But there have been people, in my life that they might hate somebody else that I'm cool with. I have mutual friends, and these friends don't get along. And I've had people, female friends, and they'll say, I don't see what's going on, B Pictures. I see you, B Pictures 13. And they'll say, I don't see how you even talk to that person. I don't see. And I tell them straight, I'll be like, look, I'm a loyal person. Unless you did something to me or you don't treat me right, I don't hold that against you, what you do to other people. You know what I'm saying? So don't let other people's gossip and other people's feelings affect the way you feel about a person. Follow your gut. Your gut never lies. Your stomach, right? You always feel it in your stomach. Your stomach never lies. Follow your gut. Follow your heart. Okay, and follow your mind. All right, and those three things right there, man, your gut, your heart, your mind, they will always lead you down the right path when it comes to that. All right, but just keep your interactions with people that like to gossip, keep your interactions with people that gossip to a minimal as much as possible. Now, just on on a hilarious point, on a more funny point, you may not want to diss the people that gossip, only because you don't want the people that gossip to get angry with you. You might want to kind of keep them on your side also, because since they gossip, you guys, they may one day have information about somebody gossiping about you that you might want to know about. You know what I mean? So I'm kind of playing, right? But that's kind of tongue in cheek, but it might be true, right? People that like to gossip about everybody, they'll know the gossip about you before anybody else does, right? So if you might want to keep somebody that likes to gossip, keep them close to you, because because they'll tell you when people are starting to talk about you, they'll come tell you, ooh, you know what they were saying about you, because they gossip about everything, right? So they'll also tell you what people are saying about you. So you might want to kind of keep them close. You know what I mean? It's all good. What's going on? Straight from Hungary. I see you. Illinois. Tolanai. I see you. I know you're from Hungary. What's going on? Good to see you. It's all good. But make sure that you know that you don't diss them, and you kind of keep them in your good graces. I know there's somebody that you guys know I do work with politics and government and stuff like that, with different governments, different politicians throughout the globe. And there's one woman in particular who. Told y'all I'm tired. There's one woman in particular who I will not name, but she always likes to gossip, and she always has the latest gossip. So I know she'll always keep me updated on what's going on and things like that. What's going on? Who is that? That is Uma gasoline. What's going on? It's all good. Sorry I misspelled it, but you know I love you for sure. Or mispronounced it, I should say, but you know I love you. It's all good. But definitely, man, so keep the gossipers around because they might help you out. I'm just playing, you guys, but you know how it is. Always remember, you guys, that if they're gossiping to you about other people, people that gossip will always gossip about you to other people. That's just a given. Just gotta chalk that up as life. All right. If you have anybody that's gossiping to you about other people, they're going to gossip about you to other people eventually. That's just the way it's going to go. All right. So can't really do too much about that, you guys. Just the way it is. All right. Gossipers will gossip. That's what it is, right? Gossipers will gossip. What's going on? Who is this? Latifa. What's going on, Latifa? I see you. Be a listener, you guys. Be a listener. Don't talk so openly about your personal life, all right? Especially at work, okay? I'll put here the day when you fall out or you lose friendship with that person at work, all right? They will tell everything that you told them about yourself and other people. So if there's anybody, if you have a friend that likes to gossip and things like that, you guys, don't talk to them about your personal life. Keep that to a minimum, okay? And just know that a lot of times, you guys, friendships don't last forever. People go in and out, all right? People sometimes, friendships end forever and things like that. So what's going on, MC? I see you. Friendships end and things like that, you guys. So just know that when these things end, when these friendships fall out, when you fall out with this friend, especially at work and things like that, they're going to go and they're going to tell all your business to other people, and they're going to tell other people that you talked about. They're going to tell them also. And guess what? You know how they'll frame it? This is how they'll do it. All those years or all that time when they were coming to you with gossip, and they're like, hey, guess what? Susie's this, Susie's that, Susie's no good. All the times when you were like, yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, for real. I understand. Yeah, that's for real because one time I saw her do this. Even though you may not have been the one to say all this stuff, but just because you agreed, guess what's going to happen when you and her fall out, when you and the person fall out that guy likes to gossip all the time? They're going to go back to Susie and be like, hey, guess what? Dogg was talking about you. He used to say this, and he used to say this, and he used to say this. And guess what? You probably never even said none of that stuff. All you did was listen to their gossip and agree with what they were saying about Susie. But when they fall out with you, they're going to go back to Susie and say that you said all the stuff that they said just because you agreed to it. That's how people are. So just keep your interaction with people that like to gossip. Keep that to a minimum, people. Keep that to a minimum because it will come back to bite you sooner or later, and it will cause so much stress in your life, all right? So key to happiness, stay away from negative people. If you can, stay away from gossipers. Those are the first two. Stay away from negative people. Stay away from gossipers, all right? Number 3, keys to happiness. You guys, don't waste your time. I'm tired. Don't waste your time, you guys. Don't waste your time listening to people that make the same mistakes over and over and over again. Don't do it. 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 I've been there. All right? I had a friend. Let me tell you how crazy this was. I had a friend. She's still kind of my friend, I guess. Not really, but I have a small circle. But I had a friend or accomplice, all right? I had an acquaintance, right? Somebody who I was I was holding acquaintance with. But anyway, I had a friend, and I'm talking about she was always in bad relationships. All the guys were always losers. They hit on her, they cheat on her, all this type of stuff. She'd always call me crying or call me complaining about the guys and things like that, right? And she always would end up going back to the guys. Or she would never leave the guys. It would take her years and years and years and years of talking about the guy. I'm leaving them, I'm done with them, I'm done with them. One day she's done with them. 2 days later, she's back with them. Don't waste your time with people like that, people. What's going on, Matias Campos? I see you. Don't waste your time with people like that. Matias Campos. Don't waste your time with people like that, okay? Don't do it. 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 They will waste so many hours of your life listening to them complain about their relationship, complain about their life, complain about everything, and complain, and I'm going to leave him, I'm done with him, and they'll end up right back to the person. So when they end up right back with the person they're complaining about, all those hours that you spent on the phone with them, what was the purpose? What was the purpose of those hours and hours that you spent on the phone with them or texting them or whatever? What was the purpose? Or when they came over your house crying and you sat with them all night, what was the purpose? If they end up back with the person, what was the purpose? They were wasting your time. They are wasting the hours of your life. Do not entertain those people. Can't do it. Got to cut them out. Can't do it. Can't do it. Can't do it. Can't do it. Can't do it, people. Let me tell you something. With this particular individual, it got to a point to where after she kept doing it with different guys and stuff like that, and kept doing it just time after time after time, I was like, she started talking to me, and I was like, look, she was like, so what do you think I should do? Because she used to always ask me my opinion, and I would always give her advice. Oh man, I would think about it hard, break it down, detail it. You should do this and that. You should leave them this and that. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. And she always not listen to my advice and go back with the people. And in the end, it never would work out a year later. It'd be the same thing. What's going on, beautiful Jewel? I see you. What's going on? Bye, Lawo. I see you. And she would end up with the same guys over and over and over and over. No matter how much I would tell her what to do, no matter how much advice I tell her what to do. What's going on, Superstar 617? I see you. No matter how much I would tell her what to do, no matter how much advice I would give to this person to leave the guys, and the guys would beat her and cheat on her and all that, and she would have me on the phone for hours and hours, and she would come over and sit down whenever we were in the same country and stuff like that. She'd come over and sit down and talk to me about the guys and how she was going to leave them, and she always ended up back with these guys. And this happened years and years and years and years. It got to the point, and this was recent. This was probably like a few months ago. It got to the point to where I was like, you know what? She was like, so and I think this is it. I think I'm going to leave him for real this time. With this particular guy, a few months ago, this was like maybe like the 12th time she was going to leave him. And she was like, you think I should? Or you think I should call him? What do you think I should do? I was just quiet. She was like, hello? She was like, Omar, what's wrong with you? You guys know my real name is Omar. She's like, Omar, what's wrong with you? I was like, I'm not telling you. I was like, I'm not talking to you about this anymore. I said, for like 10 years. What's going on, Ileana? I see you, sister, 5036. For like, I told her straight on the phone, I was like, look, for like 10 years, me and you, I've been telling you advice. I've been giving you advice. I've been telling you what's going to happen in the end. I've been right. Like 60 times over the past 10 years, I've been correct in everything I've ever told you. You have not listened to me one time. But in the end, it always comes down to what I told you it was going to be. And I told her this was a few months ago. I was like, look, so right now, I was like, I'm not going to give you any advice. I said, because you never listen anyway. So I'm not going to give you any advice. I said, in fact, I'm not going to listen to you anymore. She went off. You're a terrible friend. Da-da-da-da. You're a horrible friend. Da-da-da-da. I said, I don't care what you say. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Yes, I'm terrible. I'm horrible. And this is exactly what I told her. I said, but you know what? I said, I'm the best friend you have. I said, you know why? I said, because I won't sugarcoat things for you. I won't be like, oh yeah, oh this, oh that. I said, I'm going to tell you exactly how it is. You know? I said, so I'm not messing with you. What's going on, Quan C? What's going on? The real Quan 1. It's all good. I told her, I was like, so I'm not giving you advice anymore. I'm not doing it. You guys, you can't do that. People that always have these problems, especially in love relationships, they're getting beat on, they're getting cheated on, things like that. You can sit down with them, give them advice. You can't let them waste your life, waste the hours in your life if they're not going to change anything about it. Can't do it. Don't do it, you guys. You can't do it, can't do it, can't do it, can't do it. They will waste your life away. They will waste your life away, right? Waste your life away, okay? So, keys to being happy. Number 1, negative people. Stay away from negative people. Number 2, stay away from people that like to gossip. Keep the people that like to gossip. Keep your interaction with them to a minimum, okay? And number 3, people that want to sit there and complain about relationships and the people they're in relationships with, but never leave them. But they want to sit there and take your hours. They want to sit there and call you or complain on the phone for hours and hours and hours. They want to come over your house and sit down with you for hours and hours and hours. But always go back to the person. They will cause you too much stress. They're wasting your time. They're wasting your energy. They're wasting the hours in your life where you could be doing something else, and they are not going to change. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Those are the first 3 keys to happiness. For everybody who came on late, I'm going to do this thing about happiness, and the keys to happiness, you guys, is going to be an ongoing thing. Today is part 1. Well, today for me, tonight for you guys. It's morning time for me over here, but for you guys, it's nighttime over there in the United States. But tonight, we'll say it's part 1, you guys. I'm going to add on to this probably once every couple of months. So once every 2.5 months, I'll have the next, so basically 2.5 months from now, I'll have part 2, and then 2.5 months after that, I'll have part 3 and stuff like that. So it's going to be an ongoing thing about happiness, right? So, I see you, Fatima. Fatima's in the house, you know what I'm saying? And Tweety Pie, the beautiful Tweety Pie, what's going on? But so this is what it is. It's keys to happiness. We're just going to call it happiness part 1. So the first thing to be happy, you guys, stay away from negative people. Second thing to be happy is stay away from people that like to gossip all the time, negative gossip and stuff like that at the workplace and things like that. Keep that to a minimum. Because they will definitely turn around and they will skew they will skew the way you think about other people at your job. People that might be good people, but because of their gossip, they'll make you hate people at your job because of their gossip, right? And eventually, people that like to gossip about everybody, eventually they will gossip about you also. So that's coming. So at work, don't tell too many people, especially you work with, your personal stuff, your personal life, because they might seem cool now, but one day when you guys have a falling out, they're going to tell all your personal business to the other person, okay? They'll tell the other person all your personal business, and you guys, they will tell the people that they gossiped about. So the people that come to you, when they come to you, and if they're gossiping about Susie, I went through this earlier, if they're gossiping about Susie, and they come to you and they're talking about all the gossip about Susie, when you and that person fall out being friends, they're going to go to Susie and be like, hey, guess what old dog used to say about you? Old dog used to say this, and that. And guess what? You probably didn't even say that stuff about Susie. The other person, your friend, your ex-friend, probably gossiped about Susie to you, and you probably were like, oh yeah, I understand what you're saying. Oh yeah, she is like that though. You probably just agreed with your friend's gossip, but because you agreed with your friend's gossip, when your friend and you fall out, she or he is gonna go back to Susie and be like, hey, guess what old dog was saying about you? Even though you weren't even the one that was gossiping, you just agreed to their gossip. They're going to go back to Susie and tell Susie you were gossiping about her. That's how crazy it is. So, man, stay away from people. What's up, Cody Leaf? I see you. Stay away from people that like to gossip. Keep it to a minimum. Sometimes you can't avoid them because you work right next, you might be in the cubicle next to them at work. Sometimes they're, a family member or a friend, and they might be a good friend other than the gossip. You know what I'm saying? But keep your gossiping interaction with them to a minimum, people. It will come back to bite you. So the first thing is stay away from negative people, stay away from gossipers, and the third thing, you guys, is to stay away from people that just like to complain about their love life and stuff like that, but never want to do anything about it. You can't do anything about that, you guys. You can't save them. They will waste your time, waste your life. Tweety Pie says facts 100. I appreciate it. Beautiful Jewel says exactly. It's all good. I see you, MJ. MJ's in the building. For sure, for sure. Beautiful Jewel says, yes, Lord. Definitely. I would say, you guys, give them The people that, you know, want to sit there and complain about their love life, complain about their boyfriend, their girlfriend, and stuff like that, but don't want to sit there. Tweety Pie says, amen. Beautiful Julie Tweety Pie, you got it too funny. It's all good. It's all good. MJ sends me the heart smiling emoji. Thank you, MJ. I appreciate it. Because you guys, the people that sit there and gossip about their boyfriend, girlfriend, and things like that, but they don't want to ever leave them, I would say, you guys, you know, give them a 3 strike, like 3 strikes and you're out, basically. Give them like a 3 strike rule or something like that, you know? Because look, you do want to be there. I don't want you guys to get me wrong, because sometimes, you know, we're in relationships and we're in friendships with people who need to vent sometimes. That's perfect. Like, if anybody, if you guys, even you guys out there, if you guys are ever having a bad day or a bad week or something like that, if you guys DM me and want to talk about things, want to vent about things, that's perfect. You should always be there for your friends, for your husbands, for your wives, for your boyfriends, for your girlfriends. If they come home and be like, babe, this person at work is driving me crazy. They did this, they did that, they did that. You should be there. Listen to that. That's what you should listen to, right? Listen to that. Be there for them for that. When people want to vent, man, always be there for them. Be a good friend and things like that. But people that want to just complain about the same exact thing over and over and over and over, but never want to make any action to correct it, can't do it. Can't do it, can't do it, can't do it, people. They will drive you crazy and drain all of your positive energy. They will take up all of your time out of the day. They will take up time in the nighttime on the phone with you. They will take up time that you could be doing something else. They could take up time you could be sleeping and getting rest so that you could wake up and work on something you want to work on or something like that. They will take up all of your time and drain your energy. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Can't do it. MJ says, MJ Cardona says, always stay positive. Definitely, for sure. You gotta always try to stay positive, you guys. Beautiful Jules says, those are the ones that you gotta feed with a long spoon. Exactly. Super long, beautiful Jewel, super long. Don't let them get too close. And beautiful Jewel, we hope that your beautiful granddaughter is doing all good also. You know, much love and many blessings to your beautiful granddaughter. Definitely, definitely, definitely. Lyles Leonard has joined us. Lyles Leonard in the building, 67 for sure, for sure. Tweety Pie says, give me all those 100 emojis. I appreciate it, Tweety Pie. I love you, sis, for sure, for sure. And beautiful Jewel says, exactly, you guys. Definitely, don't let anybody use up all your energy, you guys, for the same thing over and over and over. If they're now, if people are taking action, then you should stand beside them. If people come to you and they're like, look, man, this and that, and they talk to you a couple of times about it, and then you start to see them, you know, the boyfriend who's cheating on them, they start to really move out the house. And they start to, if you have room, and they're like, look, girl, can I come stay with you for a little while if they're making moves and you want to do that, by all means, let them come stay with you. Get out of a physical relationship where it's, physically abusive relationship, I should say. That's the word I was looking for, physically abusive. Let them, if they're in that and they're trying to get out of that, they need to come and stay with you and things like that. Let them come stay with you. Listen to like them, sit up at nighttime. You guys sit up in bed, eat some ice cream, watch a movie, listen to them, and just, listen to them if they want to complain about it. For sure, do that. You know what I mean? But because they're putting actions behind their words. But man, if they're just talking and talking and talking and talking, can't do it, people. Can't do it. Can't do it. Beautiful Jewel says exactly. Ashley Elizabeth in the building. Ashley Elizabeth has joined us. Ashley Elizabeth. Tweety Pie says, I've cut people off that complain and don't change things. I hate those people. Definitely. For sure, man. Like, you just can't do it, you guys. It's gonna drain. It's gonna put a dark cloud over your head, and it's gonna drain all your energy. You just can't do it. Can't do it. Beautiful Jewel says, yes, my granddaughter and grandson are doing great, for sure. Beautiful Jewel. Much love to both of them, your granddaughter and your grandson. Didn't even know you had a grandson. Look at that. Much love and many blessings. For sure. Lyles Leonard says, so what are you talking about? Lyles Leonard came on, recently. What's going on? And Emma is in the building. Sister Emma. I'm talking about happiness, ways to be happy, Lyles Leonard. So I'm going to do this thing about happiness. It's not going to be back to back the way I usually do things, because happiness and like this is about the keys to happiness. Happiness and the keys to being happy is like an ongoing conversation. So Today I'm doing part 1. Well, today for me, tonight for you guys. I'm doing part 1, and then I'll be doing part 2 maybe like 2.5 months from now. So I think like every 2 months, every 2.5 months, I'll do like another part. You know what I'm saying? I'll gather information, just ideas I have in my mind, like today and things like that, and we'll gather that up. And when I think I have enough information, I'll have enough part. I'll add another part, I should say. When I think I have enough information, I'll add another part. Things like that or whatever. Because I write notes down and stuff like that. As I'm going, days and weeks as they go by, the weeks and months as they go by, I'll write notes to myself and things like that. So that's what we're doing. So so the first key to happiness tonight was stay away from negative people. The second key to happiness I went over was what was the second? Number 2 was stay away from negative people. Number 2 was stay away from gossipers, people that gossip, keep it to a minimum. And number 3 was stay away from people that like to complain about, their boyfriends, girlfriends, and things like that, but they never leave, and they just come over to you. They complain about being cheated on, complain, but they never leave them. Beautiful Jewel says, oh yes, the grandson is 3 years old and the granddaughter is 2 weeks now. Look at that, look at that, look at that. So yes, beautiful grandson and granddaughter. Many, many blessings to you, beautiful Jewel. Emma says, hey bro, sorry a bit late, love you. It's all good, Emma, whenever you can join. We're lucky to have you here, sister, for sure, for sure, for sure. So just be careful with stuff like that, you guys. But like I said, if they're taking action, you guys, and it's not all talk, definitely stand beside your friends, stand beside your significant other. Like, let's say if they're complaining about work, but they go and they take action. You're much welcome, beautiful Jewel. You're welcome, you're welcome, you're welcome, sis. I love you and your family. It's all good. But definitely, you guys, man, if they're taking action and things like that, you guys definitely go through and make sure that you stand beside them and you're there for them and you kind of give them advice along the way and things like that. I had somebody, a good example. I had somebody recently that she was, you guys know, I've said it before, I work with a lot of different governments and politicians and political, I'm a political advisor and a political consultant, and a government consultant with different, governments, just around the world, and different politicians. I ran political campaigns and things here, Oh, thank you, beautiful Jewel. She says she loves me too. Oh, I love beautiful Jewel. It's all good. And Lautner says, oh, okay, I understand. Thanks for answering my question. Yeah, you're so right about that. It's all good, Lautner. No problem, man. No problem, no problem. I always take out time to explain whatever you need to explain, my brother. For any of you guys, we're all a big happy family here, man. So I'll never leave nobody behind, man. Everybody, I'll try to catch up everybody as much as possible, man. So I appreciate you guys being here. That means so much to me. So it's only right for me to bring you guys in the conversation properly. It's all good. But man, I had somebody recently, you guys, and she was I met her in Italy. I was over there for a while doing some consulting. I was on a panel, an economic panel, with the government of Italy, and we were doing. I sat there and I was an economic consultant with their budget going through for next year, or something like that. It wasn't something like that. I know what it was. It was a budget going through for next year, but they were having problems with how they wanted to adjust it. It was a budget amendment type of situation. I was there for like a week, and there's somebody that came with me, but she's from the United States. She's from over there, and she's worked as a clerk, and she's worked with different municipalities there in the United States as a clerk. But she's always complained, and she was like at the starting position, and she's probably like 30. I'm gonna say she's probably like 38 years old, maybe, or something like that, or something like that. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good, Lazarus. No problem, my brother. It's all good. But I think she's like 38 years old, something like that. So she started like a new career, and things like that or whatever. Because I think before she was a stay-at-home mom, because her husband was like a big, not big time, but like a pretty, prominent lawyer over there in the United States, and he got caught up in some situation where he got his law license revoked. So now she had to go and find a job. So she started off with like a clerk position for municipalities as a government clerk, kind of like a government secretary, political secretary, things like that. She was making $35,000 a year. And she's always called me and complained about things. And I met her because, like I said, I work with different governments and things like that. And she would always call me and complain and complain and complain. And I would listen, and I would be like, well, look, just do this, just do this. But the thing about it is I gave her advice, and she took it. I was like, why don't you go get your clerk certification? Because she went and got the clerk job, like I said, because her husband lost his law license, so she had to just find a job really, really quickly. But she wasn't certified or anything like that, so she was getting paid $35,000 a year, which is nothing, right? That's so low, for a 38, 39-year-old woman. She needs much more than that, especially now her husband's out of a job, he lost his law license and things like that. So she was getting paid the bare minimum because she wasn't certified, so they didn't have to pay her for her certification because she didn't have any, right? So I said, look, I was like, go get certified, sis. Go get certified. You know what I mean? Because that's the first thing you want to do. And so I told her that, but she did it. She didn't just sit there and complain and complain and complain. She went, she found the information herself. She started taking the certification classes. That was 6 months ago. She just recently got certified. She called me crying. She was like, Omar, she was like, I wouldn't have done it without you. She was like, you were there for me. You kept motivating me along the way. Because once she went and signed up for the certification classes, and we went and started to go to the certification classes, she would call me all the time. And guess what? I would listen. And I would interact with her, because even though she was calling me to complain about her job, she was also taking action at the same time, you guys. So if somebody's taking action, hey, you can call me 100 times. I will listen to you 100 times. I will talk to you and interact with you 100, 200, 300 conversations, because you're also taking action simultaneously at the same time. But if you're just calling me with no action, I'm not listening to you more than 3 or 4 times. After 3 or 4 times, I'm not listening to you no more, because you're taking no action. But if you're taking action, man, I will listen to you 50, 60, 70 times. I will support you and be there with you forever. And so she called me. This was probably a month and a half ago. She called me. It was a happy moment for me. She was making me cry. She was crying. And then she what did she do? I think I had one of my iPhones with me. She FaceTimed me. She was crying, and when I went to the United States, I think I had to drop in for some reason to check on the property or something like that. And we met up for lunch. She was crying and she hugged me. She said, "Man, Omar, if this wasn't for you, man, I wouldn't have been able to do this, because, man, you kept me motivated and just kept, my head positive throughout all the negativity I was going through, and everything my husband was going through and things like that." Because I would call and talk to her husband also, and just tell him, "Look, man, don't worry about it. Just get back on your feet," things like that, and whatever. And I even gave him advice. I was like, what you should do, since you lost your law license, try to find a school that has a law magnet or something like that, because you are such an experienced lawyer. A school would love to have you. And he went, man, he took the certification test to be a teacher, and now he's a teacher. And now he's at a magnet school, and he's teaching a law class at a magnet school, so at a high school. So there you go, down there in Miami. So there you go. But it's all good, man. It's all good. I see you. Who's that? Jaded Angel. I see you, Jaded Angel 40, for sure. Don't worry about it, Tweety Pie. It's all good. I love you, sister. I love that you're here. It's all good. So man, and you know what? From her getting that certification, because of just the stuff that I've done politically and things like that. My little people I know. I don't have political connections. I don't have political connections I'm somebody important, but I do know people just from working with people in government and in politics. I was able to get her a job, you guys. So she went from $35,000 a year, and as of a month ago, she now makes $153,000. I meant to say she went from $35,000 a year. Now she works for a mayor over there in the United States, and she makes $153,000 a year because she works for a mayor, and that's part of it. And the other part is she also clerks for a U.S. senator. So she clerks for a senator in the United States. So she does both jobs. She moved locations. So she's doing wonderfully. She makes $153,000 a year now. She's doing wonderful, and she even called me up. What was that? Was it last week? Maybe like 5 days ago. She called me up and she said, "Hey Omar, man," she said, "great news." She said, "I'm going to go for my master's certification in political science now." So she's going for a master's certification in clerking and government organization political science. So she's doing wonderfully. So you guys, if somebody's taking action, I'm saying all that to say, if somebody's taking action, man, stand beside them, listen to all their complaints, be there for them, because they are taking action, you guys, because they are taking action, okay? Because they are taking action. But definitely, man, definitely, you guys, that's what it is, you know. Don't let anybody beat you down with their selfishness, with their ignorance, with their immaturity. Fight back on that. Don't let anybody beat you down with their selfishness, with their immaturity, with their ignorance, okay? Don't let anybody beat you down, all right? Don't let them drag you down into their world of negativity, okay? Don't let them drag you down. Tweety Pie says nice with a heart, purple heart. I love the color purple, Tweety Pie, for sure. Beautiful Jewel says great. What's going on, MC? I see you. Beautiful Jewel says congrats to her. Yeah, I hope the best for her, man. She's a wonderful person and she's working hard. And like I said, man, you can talk, people can talk, but also put that action behind it. Don't let people beat you down with their ignorance, selfishness, immaturity. Don't let people drag you into their world of negativity. Don't let people climb into your head and make negative things happen, you guys. Don't let people's negativity make you see other people in a negative way. Judge people on how they treat you. Judge people on how they are with you, right? Now, I'm not saying that if somebody's a mean person, don't to ignore it, okay? So like, for example, if you're working with somebody and they're like a racist, don't be nice to them, because even if somebody's not being a racist towards you, if they're being racist towards somebody else, well then judge them in that negative way for being a racist. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying on a personal level, don't allow somebody else's gossip to make you feel a certain way about somebody that has never treated, that you've never seen treat anybody bad. You know what I mean? If you've never seen Susie treat anybody bad, don't let your best friend or don't let your coworker make you hate Susie. If you've only seen Susie treat anybody with niceties and things like that, okay? So don't let anybody climb into your mind and affect the way you view other people with their negativity. Man, don't let anybody fill your head with a bunch of complaints and problems that will never be solved. All right? Don't get caught up in just sitting around with people and just complaining about the world and complaining about your life and complaining about problems, and you guys are just complaining to each other about everything going wrong, but nobody's doing nothing about it because y'all just sitting there in that endless complaint like asylum, and you guys are wasting your lives away complaining when nobody's moving on anything. All right? Don't do it, people. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. You guys will all just be talking for no reason and wasting your breath and wasting your lives away. All right? Don't do it. Don't get caught up with people in that. You guys, find people. Find people that will make you evolve. Find people that you will evolve with. Find people that will lift you up. Find people that you will lift up. Find people that you guys will lift each other up in life. Okay? Find people that will evolve with you. Find people that will uplift you. All right, people? That's what it is for tonight. That's what it is for today. That's what it is. This is part one about happiness. Beautiful Jewel says exactly. Tweety Pie says word with 100 emojis. Beautiful Jewel says you got to learn to cut some people off. You got to, you guys. You got to cut people off. You got to cut people off. Your life, man, if you cut people off that are negative in your life, if you cut people off that are bringing you negative energy, I promise you, please people, mark my words, please listen. If you cut negative people off, I promise you, your life will open up and the sun will begin to shine. I promise you, promise you, promise you. Your life will seem brighter. The sun will shine brighter. The birds will chirp louder. The world will be beautiful. You will wake up with more energy. I promise you. You will wake up with more energy, people. I promise you. I see you, RK Johnson 123. RK Johnson 123 in the building. Beautiful Jewel says yes. Tweety Pie says love you with 3 red heart emoji. Tweety Pie, mwah, 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 love you, sister. And Beautiful Jewel says yes, it will. So for sure, people, for sure, find people that you're going to uplift with and things like that, people. So, keys to happiness. Happiness. We went through all of these notes, people. We went through these notes. Happiness. We went through this today. Happiness, people. Number 1, stay away from negative people. Stay away from negative people. Stay away from negative people. That's number 1. Number 2, keep your interaction with people that gossip to a minimum. If you can stay away from a negative gossiper, do it. But many times we can't because they work right next to us. There are family members. There are friends. So if you cannot stay away from somebody who has negative gossip, you guys, keep it to a minimum. Keep it to as minimum as possible. Stay away from negative people, number 1. Stay away from gossipers. Number 2, stay away from people who complain about their boyfriends or girlfriends, complain about getting cheated on and things like that, complain about people, but they never do anything about it. They just sit there and complain about it. Complain. And then you tell them, you give them your advice. Girl, you need to get away from that guy. He's no good for you. And they say, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. And then a week later, they're back with the guy. And they do it again. The next time the guy cheats on them, they come to you and complain. And you guys, you sit there with them all night, and then they go back to the guy again. And that's number 3. Stay away from those people. Stay away from the people that complain, but never act. Okay? Those are the 3 main things, you guys. Those are the 3 main things, okay? Those are the 3 main things. Stay away from negative people. Stay away from gossipers. Stay away from people that complain and never take action. That's what I'm going to get for you today, you guys. That is number 1. That is part 1 of happiness. The keys to being happy. Thank you very much, you guys. I appreciate it. Thank you very, very much. Beautiful Jewel says, I've experienced it. I've done it. I had to cut them off. And Beautiful Jewel even put the scissor emoji, you guys. She put the scissor emoji. So you know, y'all know Beautiful Jewel's serious, boy. She put that scissor emoji. If she put that scissor... She put them scissors. Y'all know Beautiful Jewel serious. She cut them people off. Right? It's all good. And Beautiful Jewel says, yep. Tweety Pie says, stay away from morons. Got it. LOL. Well, you know what's funny, Tweety Pie, is that when I first was writing these notes, the first thing I was going to say was, instead of negative people, my first line, the whole stay away from negative people, it was going to be stay away from stupid people. It was going to say stay away from stupid people. That's the first thing I was going to write, but then I was like, you know what, I don't want to say stupid because it just doesn't, it might not be nice, you know what I mean? So I didn't want to say that, so I just turned to negative people. But I wanted to say stay away from stupid people, so it's funny you say stay away from morons. Definitely. But just stay away from people who are like that, you guys. Stay away from people who are not adding to your life, uplifting you, and bringing your life to a point of where you're evolving in your life, all right? Thank you very, very, very much. Beautiful Jewel says, very, very, very serious. This is very, very serious. Definitely. This will definitely improve your life if you follow these rules. This is part 1. Like I said, every 2 months, 2.5, 3 months, I'll come with a different part, another part, you guys, for the keys to being happy. Thank you very much, you guys. Dogg, Anti-Imperial to Chill. That is my artist name. You guys get a chance, check out my latest video. All you guys have to do is go to my Instagram bio page. If you guys have me on Instagram Live, this will also be uploaded on YouTube. This will also be on TikTok eventually, you guys. But if you guys do have me on Instagram, go to my Instagram Live. Check out my latest video, you guys. Go to my Instagram bio page, and the link is always there, my latest video. And just click the link, and you can see my latest video. Tweety Pie says, yes, in all caps, LOL. And she says, we think alike. We do. Love you, Tweety Pie. We think alike, sister. We think alike. It's all good. And Beautiful Jewel says, you're more than welcome. I love you, Beautiful Jewel. Love you. Love you. Bless your grandson and your granddaughter and your entire family for sure. Dogg, Anti-Imperial to Chill, people. This is Diversity Outspoken. We call this Diversity Outspoken because we speak about a diverse range of topics, meaning that we speak about anything and everything, and we are outspoken, or meaning that we are straight to the point about those topics, but we do this in a respectful manner. That is my only rule, you guys. As a matter of fact, that is my one and only rule, you guys. My number one rule is the one and only one, and that is that we're respectful of each other, you guys. Everybody here, we're a beautiful, happy family, as you see, and everybody here, whether you agree or disagree, you can disagree with us, you guys, you can agree with us, you can agree, disagree with each other, you can agree, disagree with me, you guys, but definitely just be respectful of each other at all times, because I wouldn't want to have to block anybody or anything like that. I love all of you here. But with you guys, I never have to worry about that. We're always respectful, you guys, because we're one big happy family here, for sure, for sure, for sure. Diversity Outspoken, you guys, it airs on, for you guys, especially in the United States, it airs Sunday nights and Wednesday nights, 9 o'clock p.m. United States Eastern Time Zone. So that would be Sunday nights, 9 o'clock p.m. United States Eastern Time Zone, and Wednesday nights, 9 o'clock p.m. United States Time Eastern Time Zone, you guys. Thank you very, very, very much. Beautiful Jewel says, yes, we are a family. We definitely are, Beautiful Jewel. Love you to death. Everybody who joined tonight, love you to death. I appreciate it, you guys. Thank you for taking your time out. I love you guys. You guys take care. Have a beautiful, 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 beautiful day tomorrow. Have a beautiful week. I hope everything comes true to you guys. You guys continue to chase your dreams. Continue to work hard. If you have any questions or any comments or anything, you guys can always contact me, DM me, you guys, on Instagram, and I will always respond to you guys. Like I said, you guys, I get 25, 30 DMs a day. So if I don't get back to you right away, don't take it personally. I will get back to you. I respond to everybody, you guys, but it might take me a day or two to get back sometimes, but I definitely will respond. Love all of you guys, man. Lousiner says, love you, man. Love you definitely, Lousiner, man. Much love, much respect, my brother. Peace, for sure, for sure, for sure, for sure. Take care, you guys, all right? Thank you very, very much. All right, take care. Bye-bye. Peace. Bye-bye. Thank you very much. Bye-bye, you guys.